We can all agree that at one point in our lives, Wendy's was something that we all wanted. We've been in love with their food and their lovable creator for years. The food chain has been around since 1969 and has managed to keep people coming back for more. However, like every fast food franchise, Wendy's has its secrets. Then again, everyone has their secrets, and sometimes it's the secrets that make us love them even more. Wendy's has done nothing but improve themselves year after year. This is why the franchise is still so popular. But after learning about some of the shady things that this restaurant has been involved in, will it always be as popular? Here are the top 10 untold truths about Wendy's. Before we get into the video, I just want to say we're doing a giveaway this month. If you'd like to enter this month's shoutout giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and comment down below, I subscribed. At the end of the month, we'll pick one random person to win the shoutout giveaway. And yeah, without any further ado, enjoy the rest of the video. Number 1. Wendy's chili is made out of what? Wendy's continually brags about their award-winning chili. However, we have to wonder, should they be bragging at all? After learning some weird facts about the chili, we got to wonder if it even should be on the menu. The Huffington Post has reported that the company uses silicon dioxide in their chili. So that grainy look your chili has is probably just that. The chemical we're talking about is also called silica and can be found in quartz and sand. Silicon dioxide also acts as an anti-caking agent. So if you're ever wondering why your chili never clumps and always has that watery fresh, that's because of silicon dioxide. Bring them back out for people to see. That's when Thomas came out of retirement, and he didn't go straight for commercials though. He would start by visiting small restaurants at first, taking pictures with fans, kissing some babies type stuff. In 1989, he became the official spokesperson of Wendy's, and from there on, he'd be representing the company in over 800 commercials. He appeared in some more commercials before retiring in the year 2002. Thomas died of cancer that he was fighting for over 10 years. Number 3. Wendy's versus LGBTQ. We all know that before Ellen DeGeneres had this insanely popular talk show, she had a sitcom. It was called Ellen, and it had some pretty decent ratings. Then, DeGeneres came out and all hell broke loose. In addition to her show being pulled, the actor was blacklisted and treated as a social pariah. And one of the organizations that bailed on DeGeneres and her apprentice was the restaurant chain Wendy's. Wendy's pulled all their support from the show, which, to be honest, was only advertising during the commercial. Quickly after that, the LGBTQ community boycotted the company. This isn't the first time a company wanted to put their conversational views out there, and it definitely won't be the last. Number 4. Wendy's was the first to have a dollar menu. McDonald's may have the most lovable and most common of all the dollar menus, with Burger King coming in a second. Most people don't know this, but Wendy's was one of the first companies ever to create the dollar menu at their franchise. In 1989, they started their primary dollar menu. It was just a group of foods that all costed 99 cents, and they didn't call it a dollar menu. They called it their value menu. Then after all this, around 2002, all the other franchises hopped onto the bandwagon. They still have their value menu, but it is now called Everyday Value Menu, and the list has been upgraded since it was made. Number 5. Wendy's original location is gone. The original Wendy's was located at Columbus, Ohio, and it was closed in 2007. The location was open for 38 years. When they merged with the Tim Hortons franchise, there was a significant drop of sales of that specific Wendy's. The only decision was to shut down the store. Number 6. Wendy's breakfast. Did you know that Wendy's serves breakfast? I definitely didn't know this. Starting in 1985, Wendy's debuted their breakfast menu, and it went downhill. The company decided to stick to their original list. In 2007, they decided that they would try again at the breakfast menu because all the other competing companies had breakfast menus. Instead of succeeding, their idea of a breakfast menu flopped back. Instead of completely removing the menu, they selected a few handfuls of restaurants to keep the menu. Number 7. Wendy's invented the drive-thru. Back in 1971, Wendy's was ahead of their time. They thought of the idea that made it so people didn't have to leave their cars to get their food. With a little bit of thinking, they created the idea of a drive-thru. McDonald's didn't start to copy Wendy's with the drive-thru idea until around 1975, and there was still a debate if Wendy's invented the drive-thru. Number 8. Wendy's has a book? Wendy's has a book, not made by Wendy's, but it's written by a man obsessed with Wendy's. His name is Joe Wenderoth, and the book is called Letters to Wendy's. He took it upon himself to write an entire novel based off of 4 things: burgers, Frosties, erotica, and consumerism. Yes, because all those things naturally go together. According to Amazon.com, the book is pretty impressive. The reviews range from love to confusion. Letters to Wendy's is an outrageous, tragic, genre-building novel written over a year on comic cards from the fast food chain restaurant Wendy's. Through the letters, the book traces a year in the life of thoughts of an unnamed narrator, obsessed with not only Biggies and Frosties, but also by consumerism, pornography, and mortality. We have a few questions about this book. How does the franchise feel about it? Wenderoth is associating their restaurant with wicked things like adult content. He's also mixing it into consumerism, and he's doing this all in Wendy's comic cards. The book was released in 2004. The author, Wenderoth, has gone on to write a few other books, but he'll be forever known about writing a book about a fast food chain. Number 9. Wendy's fired an old lady. Wendy's has one of the most famous advertising campaigns of all time. The Where's the Beef campaign dominated the advertising industry in the 80s, and people still relate to it. The campaign featured an old lady named Clara Peller. She was an 84-year-old and was randomly chosen to do the campaign auditioning. After a year of working for Wendy's, she was fired. In 1985, she appeared in another commercial for Prego spaghetti sauce. Number 10. Wendy's secret menu. Want something that isn't on the menu? Well, Wendy's has a secret menu that can help you out. According to employees, some of the items that are on the list are 1-pound meat burger and a Banyan burger, which contains chicken, beef, and bacon inside of it. Most of the meals on the menu contain a large amount of protein. There is one light item on the feed, and that's the Valley Crispy Chicken Sandwich. This includes mayo, lettuce, tomato, and bacon. Anyhow guys, that's the end of the video. If you learned something new, let me know in the comments. Also, make sure to enter our giveaway and subscribe to the channel. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.